Hi. I have a tendency to romanticize things, I think. And when I think back about my ancestry, I'm a fifth generation Canadian. And so I come from a long line of strong pioneer people. And I think about what it would have taken for those settlers to make their way to a climate that would be different, a country that would be different, and an environment that would be so challenging, and start a new life and survive, and not only survive, thrive, and create a world that could even be passed down to someone like me. And I think that that makes us really part of a legacy of resilience and perseverance. I think that it's actually like built into us to be strong and resourceful and have a lot of these coping skills that gets us through hard times. I really like to push myself to figure out what I'm made of, and that involves, taking classes and pursuing education. But at times it's also involved learning how much I can push myself physically. And I've done a lot of endurance racing over time. I've done multiple Ironman races and marathons. And one of my coaches said to me once that I needed to focus on my game plan, like my racing plan. And he said, you're going to encounter a lot of people during the race who are going to pass you. And you're going to have that desire to surge ahead and chase after them, or that instinct that kicks in. And I think it's a metaphor for life, where we get in our own head and we forget our own game plan, and then we maybe change our decisions or are influenced by the actions of other people. But the advice was really good, because he said to me that no matter how tempting it was, that I needed to stick to my game plan, because later in the race, I might pass some of those people who passed me because I stuck to my plan. And he said, there's all these people in the race, and most of them will get to the finish line, but they all get there a different way. None of them are taking the exact same steps to get to the end. And I think that's really important to remember when we're, going through our day-to-day life, about setting goals for ourselves or achieving goals, or being influenced by our environment or by stress or by outside influences, and all those things that can really, take us down a different road or deviate us from our path or even our thoughts. Really, the game plan has to be our own game plan. We have to know our path and stick to it, or, as things are thrown our way, have thought about the challenges and obstacles and be ready for them, so that we have the coping skills to overcome those things and keep us in the race and get us to the end and get us to the finish line. So I think that all people, no matter where they're from, have, that pioneering spirit in them. We all come from somewhere. We're the result of all of the things that are passed on to us by our family, and probably some intrinsic things that just live inside of us that make us strong and give us that power and the skills and the internal compass to go and find our way through things. So I just want to, when the times are hard, and anything could throw us off our game, anything, but how we adapt and prepare, and all of the things that we put into our toolbox of life to help us get to the end is important. So just stay strong and know that you can stick to your plan even if you get sidetracked or thrown off the course, because we'll all get to the finish line, and I know we can get there if we stay the course. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.